Welcome to the SMO Podcast. My name is Whitney, and today I'll be asking each guest 7 questions in 7 minutes. Here is the first look of our guest that will be speaking live on our stage. Look below to see what you'll say differently. And here is our next episode. Welcome.
All right. Here we are. We are here today with Sandra with Angelinos of Hope. I'm so excited to meet you for the first time. And we are actually, for everyone watching, would love to hear more. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Sandra Flores. I am from a nonprofit organization called Angelinos of Hope here in Los Angeles. And we change the community one step at a time.
Wow. Can you tell us a little bit more? I would love to hear more about how you're doing that right now.
So currently we are a student-based organization. And what we do is we have a food pantry once a month where we distribute free food to the community, anybody that needs it. And we have events every month where we distribute free items to those that are most needed, which are seniors, homeless, families, you name it, animals. We basically step in and help. And so it's been an exciting journey from start to right now. And it's just beginning for us.
Wow, what a blessing. Was there ever a time where you felt like you wanted to quit? Or is this something that sparked from an idea? How did you come about this?
We came about this probably last year in January when the fires happened. And my kids and I started this, and it was just a blessing. We wanted to help those that went through a fire because we went through it too many years ago, but not like the tragedy like it happened last year. But we knew what it felt like to lose everything and had to start all over. So we stepped into gear. We called a couple churches. We opened 3 donation centers, and we started having these blessings come in, and we just started distributing. It was an amazing, amazing way to feel like how to give back to the people that are mostly struggling. And from then we just developed having more young individuals join us, and it's been growing ever since.
What a beautiful testimony. I mean, it sounds like it came from experience, something that you experienced, and you took something, so tragic and turned it into light. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I love everything here. For somebody that's watching, why do you think most people stay stuck in, in this space when they're going through something instead of taking action and turning that situation into something that can truly add value to people in the way that, you did just from an idea, from an experience that you had, but you ended up making it something so beautiful?
Um, I think I felt like that my whole life, working in the corporate world as well, feeling stuck and not feeling fulfilled. Um, God's calling was always there, but I never listened. So I think it's like trust your intuition, trust your feelings. If like you feel like it's not going to work out, something will. Like you'll learn something from that journey, and you'll develop something amazing. And it's the effect that we've been making on these young people, and not just them, but the community that come, whether they're an elderly senior or a families, the light that we bring and hope that we bring to them, that just satisfies everything that the journey that we're doing right now. There has been times where I've been wanting to give up and go back to corporate world, but no amount of money can see what we're creating here, and developing these young students to have, you know, the empathy to help more people in the community and develop the skills to learn for themselves to move on this world that is so big and just moving fast. So it's been amazing in the sense that, we're changing their lives too, and hopefully they touch somebody else as well.
Yeah. And I love how you mentioned you're you're creating something that is truly changing lives, and there's no amount of money that can make up for what it is that you're doing. Like it's always going to be there because you enjoy doing it, and it's
Yeah.
something that God has given you to truly bless other people with. Not everyone can say that. So for you, what would be some advice that you can give for somebody that is looking to fulfill their purpose and needs to take that next step of faith?
I say no matter how young, how old you are, you might think that you don't know what direction you're going, but God has a purpose for each one of us. Listen to your intuition, get the skills that you've learned, develop yourself daily, whether at work or outside of work, and just make a small impact. Start doing something small, and it just will create this huge, huge impact on other people. And you will see that it starts developing in ways that you will never imagine. God blesses us every day with like donations, with people, words of wisdom, and it's mind blowing. It is truly mind blowing. So just day by day, develop yourself and get out there. No one's gonna know who you are if you're at home or you're stuck in a bubble. If you don't talk to people and you're not out there, no one's gonna know your mission and your purpose.
Mm. There's a lesson in that because, a lot of times we're afraid to take the first step, or we feel like we can't, create the content plan because we're not sure how to, but it's
Yeah.
essentially just taking the first step. And you spoke there, allowing us to understand that you just need to put yourself out there. And it
Yeah.
sounds like with you is as much as you had the intention to serve, God placed you in the right places and sent you the right people and allowed you to help regardless.
Yeah, it's the people he've sent, the people we've encountered, um, just talking to them and letting them know there's a small glimpse of hope. And they've touched me maybe more than they think that I've touched them. So
Yeah.
it makes me want to pursue this even further. We are trying many different things right now to build a center for our students, and we have free classes for them right now to learn skills. So that alone just tells me that it's God is, putting me in this path to develop this for these young students because we need it right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think with everything that you're saying, it takes grit, it takes resilience, it takes
Yeah.
the ability to be persistent even when, you know, things are hard. And so, what was a mindset shift that changed everything for you?
I think I want to say the shift happened when my parents got sick, and I kept seeing like working crazy hours, making all this six-figure income just was not satisfying for me. And in an instant, life can change, right? Especially with my parents both getting sick within a 6 months period and me becoming their caregiver and deciding that I think I'm going to do something different that God's been calling me to do for quite a while. And that was when we started the organization. And I said, this is my purpose. This is definitely where we need to be. I wanted to spend more time with my kids. I wanted to develop the relationship with them and their friends. And they all wanted to jump on board and do this. So from then, it just developed and it elaborated to this beautiful organization. And just looking at all the high school kids and college kids coming to us and saying, hey, we know who you guys are. We want to be part of it was the best rewarding thing.
Mm.
And
And I love,
I
I,
think that was the breaking point. That right there was like, okay. And since then, God just put so many things in our path. We have been blessed to be invited to the universities to speak and be part of events. We've been blessed to be part of other organizations and help them develop their nonprofit organization and help more people. And then we collaborate with other people as well to help them as well to help more people in the community.
wow, that's amazing. And this is a family business. Tell us more about how that even started.
My daughter, when she saw me crying over, the tragedy that happened over here in Los Angeles with the fires, she she's she says, Mom, stop crying. Let's do something about it. You're not one to cry about it. And it just kind of remembered of the tragedy that we went through. And I said, you're right. And so we both jumped on the phones. We started calling all the pastors around our area to let us host, getting donations and distributing from one center, and it distributed to three. And then my son said, Mom, I'll be at one, Jocelyn will be at the other, and you be at the last one, and we'll start managing and start sending it to where it needs. And from there, we started developing relationships with the fire department, with the city councilman, with LA Dream Center. We started sending things out there to people that really needed it, that were just didn't have anywhere to go. And just to see both of them just step up, my daughter and my son, and the leadership that they took, it's just amazing because, you see them, right? And they see you of what you're doing in life, and they see the purpose that am in right now and what we're doing. And they are just mind blown. I
Yes.
mean, just the way that we're just moving forward with this and trying to help other young adults as well to be part of their community. Because, young adults don't see it that way. They see it as, you know, there's nothing I can do. But in actuality, there's a lot of young kids that love to do things. You just need to show them the way. And that's what we've been doing. And so my kids, since they stepped up and they did this, they also have their friends all involved, and their friends love it. They're not on their phones. They're in community, and they're talking to other people and elders and young children. And so it's been really mind blowing to see them do it.
Wow. I don't know who's tuned in right now, but for those that are watching, what a testimony. I'm sitting here getting chills because the beauty behind what it is that you're creating, you're in this thing, you're doing the thing.
Yeah.
And it started just by, like you said, just picking up the phones, just
Yeah.
taking that first step.
Yeah. And it was a cold call. I did. There was only one pastor that I knew, but the other churches, I didn't know anybody in their congregation. I don't know who they are or what religion they were. I just called, I emailed, and they responded, yes, come. And so from then it's been a three centers of just taking in donations and distributing day and night. And there was a time where their kids didn't have school. So why be at home instead of doing something that meaningful to the community? And the community really pulled through. It was just mind blowing. We had people from all over, like people
Wow.
from out of state that were down here that were just wanting to volunteer.
Hmm. So,
Yeah.
so what does being seen and heard mean to you personally? Because based on everything you're saying, I mean, you're doing this work. You're
Yeah.
allowing people to be seen and to be heard.
Yeah, we invite anybody to come, no matter who you are, what you believe in, um, but see the beauty of community, right? I think it's important to see everybody and anybody, no matter how young you are or how old you are, just to come and bring the best version of yourself and bring your skills or whatever, because everybody's different. Not everybody's built the same, but just come
Yeah.
on board and just make something happen that that you have the potential that's in you, and you'll flourish. And so we love when all these young people come, and especially older people, like the seniors that want to help. It's mind blowing. They just want to be seen. They want to just be valued. And that's why we embrace and enjoy when everybody comes and becomes part of our organization.
Yeah, I love that you said that you're so open to just allowing everyone to come and as they are,
Yeah.
but come as the best version of
Yeah.
themselves. That's
Yeah.
that's key right there. Allowing people to just be who they are and to feel seen. That's definitely something that I actually haven't heard yet from anyone, and I love that answer. For you, I'd love to know, was there ever a belief that you had to break in the becoming of, being successful and creating this organization and this movement that is truly touching people?
Oof. Um, I had to change a little bit and shift of who I was, right? And I think old habits that were not, um, not catering to me in a sense where I needed to develop and grow. I needed to challenge myself and change. So there was a couple personal circumstances that I had to kind of let go, and for reasons for myself to heal and to move forward. Doesn't say that I can't go back and kind of rekindle some of that stuff, but at the moment, I'm in a good space. I'm in a healthy space, and my mental health means more to me right now than anything else. So, had to break some of those bad habits from the past, and some of the learning from behaviors from when we were younger, and it's been better. And seeking the help that you need, right? And so that's why I'm the better version of myself now than I
Yeah.
was years ago.
Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful. The evolution of Sandra and how you became and how you're
Yeah.
continuing to become that version so that you can pour into other people. I love that. Now, I wanted to ask you because in 2026, you have a message that is truly different and it deserves to be heard. Is there a goal that you have this year in speaking on more stages or sharing this with more people?
I do actually. I want to make sure that people are seen. I feel like a lot of people are hiding and they're not wanting to come out of their shell. So I feel as we're developing this organization and growing the way we are in just a rapid pace, um, my true meaning to you or mission to you is be yourself, grow, and get out there. No one's going to know who you are if you're not out there. Even if you don't know everything, get out there and do it. And people will come. People will come and help.
Yeah, that's wisdom. That's wisdom to just allow people to understand that no one can know who you are if you don't put yourself
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. If you don't know who you're out there and you're not out there, making an impact, you don't know what that other person might be struggling. And maybe your words of wisdom can help them be better.
You know what? And no one can serve them in the way that you are because each of us
Oh,
has our own unique
yeah,
purpose. And
it's
God
true.
calls us to an assignment to be able to help the people that He's assigned to us. So you're
Yeah.
doing that in a space where you're, you know, allowing the light to flow, and it's through you and it's through
Yeah.
your children and it's through the ministry almost that He's given you. I absolutely love this conversation, and I'm so excited to learn more about what it is that you're doing in this mission that you've created because it is truly unique. It is truly already helping so many people around the world. So I'm excited to learn more. And for those of you that are watching that might not be connected, how can we connect with you? Where can we find you?
We are on all the social medias, Instagram, LinkedIn, Reddit, Threads, and our website, angelinosofhope.square.site. That's where you can see all the latest updates, our events, or if you want to donate, or just even share our page. I think the most impactful thing here is just sharing our page, and maybe someone that needs help will reach out to us, and which we've had, or someone that wants to volunteer from out of the country that's here for just a few days, wants to be part of something. Um, I love it. That's why we embrace everybody and anybody to come and be part of it.
And you're in Los Angeles.
We are in Los Angeles. We're in a suburb called San Fernando Valley. So right now we cater all of San Fernando Valley, but if someone needs help outside of this area, we will come to you and drop off, or if you call us, we can arrange something.
That's beautiful. I love it. I love everything here. What a great conversation. What a great mission and organization and nonprofit that you've created. What a beautiful, beautiful testimony. I'm so excited for everyone that is watching to actually hear about your journey, to hear about what it is that you're doing in the community. And because I know for a lot of people, this is a dream, but you're doing the thing. And for those that are watching, just continue to tap in with her journey and to spread the message. All you have to do is share the post. Like she said, it's something so simple that can truly help someone in any capacity, in the capacity that she is in. So I'm so excited to be here with you today and looking forward to more people learning about who you are and what you're building in this space. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. It's a pleasure and honor being here with you. So we're glad to help any way we can.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Make sure that you get tapped in with Angelinos of Hope with Sandra on social media. She's on all the social medias. Make sure you go back and listen if you missed it. But so excited to be tuned in and looking forward to seeing more of you and hearing more about your testimony and what you're doing within the community. See you all for now.
Thank you. Bye, guys.